What is the right age to buy a house? This story will end your dilemma forever. Just imagine, it's 2 in the morning. On your mobile screen, the same question keeps spinning again and again. Should I buy a house now or should I wait a little longer? Your mind says, don't take on the burden of an EMI. Your heart says, you should have a home of your own. One friend has already bought a flat at 26. Another is 35, still living on rent and perfectly happy. Someone else is 45 and still thinking, I wish I had bought earlier. The fear is that the decision might get delayed, and the curiosity is whether there really is a right age to buy a house. Or are we all stuck in a dilemma whose answer doesn't come from age, but from the way we think? You should know this. Buying a house is not just a bricks and cement deal. It's a psychological milestone. For many people, a home means security, roots, and a place where no landlord can suddenly hand you a notice. For others, a house is a financial asset that will create wealth over the next 20 to 25 years. But between these two mindsets, one common question comes to everyone's mind. Am I taking this decision at the right age? Society often hands us a fixed timeline. Study till 25, settle by 30, buy a house by 35, retire by 60. But real life is not that linear. Someone is earning lakhs at 24, while someone else starts their career at 32. Someone gets married at 28, while someone is happily single even at 40. In such a situation, measuring the right age to buy a house purely by the calendar might be the biggest mistake. Still, let's honestly understand every age, without calling it right or wrong. Age 25, when energy is at its peak, dreams are big, and responsibilities haven't fully landed on your head yet. These days, many young professionals are buying homes in their early 20s. The reason is simple. If you take a home loan early, you get a longer tenure. A 25 to 30-year loan taken at 25 makes the EMI manageable. A smaller EMI feels comforting, and as your salary grows, that EMI slowly starts feeling lighter. Another advantage at this age is time being on your side. If you buy property in the right location, compounding quietly keeps working. There's an option to earn rental income, or if needed, you can even use the house as collateral for another loan. Many people at this age buy a house with an investment mindset. They themselves live on rent and give their own house on rent. But there's another truth of age 25 as well. Starting salaries are often low. Job stability is a question mark. In today's generation, switching is common. Cities change, countries change. In such cases, getting tied down to one place can sometimes take away flexibility. Market understanding is also limited. Legal paperwork, builder credibility, future development. These things take time to understand. That's why buying a house at 25 makes sense only if you have disciplined savings, family support, and a clear long-term plan. Otherwise, this decision, taken in excitement, can turn into a burden. Now let's come to age 30. This is the age often called the perfect age to buy a house. And there's a reason for that. By this time, most people's careers start taking shape. Income improves, savings take a more solid form, and financial maturity sets in. You've learned how to balance EMI, expenses, and lifestyle. Banks also like applicants of this age because income looks stable and repayment capacity appears strong. The biggest advantage of buying a house at 30 is clarity. You know which city you want to live in, what your family plans are, and what your children's needs might be. You're not just buying a house, you're buying a life. A good balance also forms between EMI tenure and retirement planning. That's why many people who buy a house at this age say, this was the right time. But even here, a silent pressure works in the background. Marriage, children, parents' responsibilities, all arrive together. Sometimes people buy a house at this age just because now I must buy one. If the decision is driven by social pressure rather than financial readiness, the same house can become a source of stress. Still, overall, the 30s are a phase where buying a house often becomes the most balanced decision. Now comes the third stage of the story, age 40. At this age, people are usually more confident. Income is near its peak. The career path looks clear, and there is clarity in life about what you want and what you don't. A house bought at this age is often a dream home. Bigger space, better locality, a calmer environment. You compromise less because you know this house is probably for the long term. But the challenges at 40 are real too. Loan tenure becomes shorter and EMIs can feel heavy. Children's education, health insurance, parents' care, and retirement planning all demand attention at the same time. The mistake here can be buying a house that's too big and compromising on retirement savings. Buying a house at this age isn't wrong, but calculations and planning need to be done with double the caution. And then comes the stage where people say, why buy a house now? Age 50 or above. At this age, buying a house is often not an investment, but an emotion. Some people want a peaceful place for retirement. Some want to create an asset for their children's future. Some just want the hassles of EMI, rent, and shifting to end. Clarity is highest at this age. You know exactly what kind of house you want, which city you want it in, and why you want it. But risk capacity is lower. Loan options are limited, tenure is shorter, and there's a risk of impacting your retirement corpus. Buying a house at this age makes sense only if it does not disturb your financial security. So now the real question, does age really matter the most? Or are there other factors that matter more? The truth is, age is just a number. The real game is played by your regular income. Without stable income, a home loan can become a ticking time bomb. The EMI will come every month, whether your job stays or not. The second big factor is loan eligibility and repayment capacity. Banks give longer tenures to younger applicants, but approve higher amounts for high-income people in the 30 to 40 age group. That means your cash flow matters more than your age. The third factor is lifestyle and future planning. If you're planning to change cities in the next 5 years, buying a house can kill flexibility. But if you're in a settling mindset, a house gives stability. The fourth factor is risk appetite. At a younger age, your capacity to take risk is higher. You can grow your career and increase your income. As age increases, stability becomes more important. The fifth, and perhaps the most ignored, factor is market awareness. Knowledge about interest rates, tax benefits, schemes like PMAY, stamp duty concessions. All these can help you take a better decision at any age. Real estate experts also believe there is no single perfect age to buy a house. Every age has its own advantage and its own limitation. In your 20s, time is with you. In your 30s, stability. In your 40s, clarity. In your 50s, emotional satisfaction. What truly matters is not how old you are, but how ready you are. If your income is secure, savings are adequate, an emergency fund exists, and you have a clear purpose, then that is the right time to buy a house, whether you're 25 or 45. The biggest takeaway from this entire story is this. Buying a house is not a race. It's not a comparison game. If your friend bought a house at 26, it doesn't mean you're behind. And if you bought a house at 40, it doesn't mean you were late. Every life is different. Every salary slip is different. Every responsibility is different. So the right age is not what society decides. The right age is when your mind, your heart, and your bank balance all agree on the same thing. Maybe that's why this question is so powerful. What is the right age to buy a house? Because the answer isn't outside. It's hidden within you. And the moment you find that answer, the dilemma ends on its own.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources, news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.